Take it easy.
ฮอยฮัลโหลฮัลโหลสวัสดีครับแดนเทนไลก็ต้องใส่สีแดงนะไม่ใช่ตัวจีนต้องใส่สีแดงดีแล้วมีเสื้อสีแดงอยู่แต่ไม่ได้มีลายแบบจีนเท่าไหร่คือผมไม่ได้รู้เรื่องอะไรเกี่ยวกับหรือว่ามีวงศาคณะเกี่ยวอะไรกับจีนมากเท่าไหร่คือเอาตามตรงก็ ไม่เคยรู้เรื่องอะรู้ก็ว่าอังเปารู้ว่าจุดแดงนะจีนนะโอเคมามันต้องปิดเสียงเกมก่อนมาเดี๋ยวผมดูอันนี้ก่อนดีกว่าปุ๊บนานใช่ไหมโอเควิดีโอสั้นปีใหม่2023โคมไฟลูกปลาซับไทยเดี๋ยวลองทดสอบเสียงดีกว่า
爸爸，妹妹是没那点才干鱼当在。
อ่ะเราลดเสียงนี้สักนิดแล้วกัน
爸爸，
พ่อคะ
没那点才
มีปลา
当在。
มีปลาโอเคก่อนนะมาดูอันนี้ดีกว่า
爸爸，妹妹是没那
เอาไป
点。
พูดดีนะภาษาไทยพร้อมไป
爸爸，妹妹是没那点才干鱼当在。
在很久很久以前，那么厂里老是发生火灾，老祖宗呢用女灯把火包起来，在上面写下“祈求风调雨顺”这几个字。没想到呢，后来真干没发生火灾了。从此以后呢，嘎嘎都要做女灯，年年都要搞女灯节，许下香味保平安。
我嘎嘎鱼当许为这样的含量吗？
那肯定。
โคมไฟหรือเปล่า
哎，小袁，怎么着？今年又不回家过年了？
没意思，还不如在家打几天游戏呢。
是啊，这一点年味儿都没有啊。那你看，人家璃月这海灯节气氛多好啊，我倒从来还没看过真的呢。
不就是几个灯吗？有什么大不了的？我们老家年年都有。
啊？真的假的？我怎么从来没听你说过？是啊，吹牛呢吧？
骗你们干嘛呀？我老爸在家天天就捣鼓这些老古董。
哎，要不今年回他老家看看？怎么样，眼镜？我都行啊，只要有 WiFi，哪儿我都能待。反正我自己过年什么事都没有。
再说吧。
哎，那说好了，我俩回家收拾东西去了。
再说吧。
儿子，今年工作要是不忙，就回家看看吧。你也挺久没回来了。
元宝，不认识我了你？
年年有余。
下来吃饭了，儿子快到家了。
来了来了。
好，
来了，
我同事。
阿姨好。
你好，
阿姨好。
哎好。快了嘛，有俩菜就好了啊。你们坐。
好，谢谢阿姨。
哎呀，还没洗手呢。
全是我呀。我爸呢？
你老子还能去哪儿？晓得你要回来呀，这2天都没怎么下来。去看看去。
哎，胖子，哎，可以啊，兄弟，你家这些东西都是祖传的吧？哇！
啊，
回来了。
还搞你这些老古董呢？
在外头长本事了，关起你老子了。
老毛病又犯了吧？鱼灯有那么重要吗？眼睛不要了。
叔叔，这个就是传说中的非遗鱼灯吧？
舌头伸直了，啥传说呀？这是老传统，老百年了。
啊，传统。
别动。
中午了，起来吃饭了。
我爸呢？
你爸出去了。
眼睛不好还是瞎跑？
是啊，好几天不出门，今天老早就出去了，神神秘秘的。
他去哪儿了啊？
可能到山上去了。
胖子眼镜，起床了！扛的什么看清楚了吗？
不晓得哎，用布包着的。
阿姨，您看见我爸了吗？
你爸进后山了。
这边，
走啊！怎么又没信号？ 哎，你们等等我。
做就不做，干嘛把我的灯都烧了？
烧了就烧了嘛。
年年咱们家都是头灯，今年呀，可不能输了。
年年都是老一套，有啥意思？
有鱼灯，才有过年的样子嘛。你大小就喜欢拿着鱼灯到处乱跑，我每年都给你做个更大的。今年这只啊，最大了。
年过好我就出门了。
啊，不管你走到哪，心里都得有灯。
面糊好了。
儿子，手机先别玩了，赶紧把雨衣吧系上啊！
我说了啊，年过好我就出门。
来吧。
我不想做灯。
不做就不做，干嘛把我的灯都烧了？
烧是烧了吗？反正年过好我就走了。
滚！
爸，我帮你做吧。
哎，好，好啊！
爸，
哎，
其实那年我不是故意烧的灯，
都过去了，没事啊。儿子，点亮它。不管你走到哪呀，心里头都得有灯。
我不想做灯。孩子大了，留不住的，非让他做什么灯啊？
点燃这盏灯，过了这个节，我就放心了。
爸爸，快点，鱼档赛就要开始了。
爸眼睛好点了吗？
还是你说话管用，去医院治完后好多了。
那就好。天凉了，你们要多注意身体啊。
一个人在外面也照顾好自己。
俺家头的也是走绿灯，走那头的绿灯。
哎呀，月娃不能嘎出来呗，嘎出来就不亮了。
มาถึงเวลาสตอรี่ไทม์เกนชินแพ็กเบเบสวัสดีคนที่เข้ามาด้วยนะครับจะเล่นในเรื่องหลักแหละทำนองนี้ฟังกับผู้ใดเล่าลำนำเพลงบรรเลงก้องราตรี2โดยนัดหมาย8 โมงถึง 10 โมงใน2 วันก่อนหน้านี้การวีกับคุณได้นัดหมายกันเพื่อตามหาเบาะแสเกี่ยวกับหญิงสาวเรื่องราวและตอนนี้ก็ถึงได้เวลาได้วันที่นัดหมายกันแล้วว่าอีก2 วันนะ
What are my orders?
What exactly is teamwork?
This world is full of
Just take my word.
รออีก2 วันเอ้าหรือเปลี่ยนปกเนี่ยโอเคเปลี่ยนปกแล้วเป็นปกสีโอเค let's go ไปเวลาไปต้องไปจากบนเขาเสมอนะครับฮัลโหลฮัลโหลโอเคถึงเวลาที่นัดหมายกันแล้วตามหาหญิงสาวคนนั้นจะเป็นการวีเหรอเอ้ย โอ้หลับซะละโอ้โอ้
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
กี่โมงแล้ว
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
นั่นสิไม่ค่อยนอนหรอ
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand.
โอเคจัดการเรื่องสำคัญก่อน
Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or adeptus.
การช่วยชีวิตคนจากจมน้ำแล้วก็ดนตรีไม่ว่าจะเป็นคนหรือเทพเซียนก็ใครๆทำได้
But the tune was allegedly
แต่
so
เสียง
wonderful
นั้นอะ
that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore.
ที่เสียงนั่นทำให้ผู้คนลืมไปว่าตนเองอยู่ในสภาวะที่เสี่ยงตายแถมพอได้สติก็กลับไปอยู่ฝั่งแล้วก็
Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from.
บางทีอาจเป็นเพราะมนุษย์ทั่วไปไม่สามารถรับรู้ถึงพลังเซียนในดนตรีและก็ไม่เข้าใจถึงแหล่งที่มาของพลังซึ่งวนเวียนอยู่รอบกายตัวเองก็เลยอธิบายออกมาได้คลุมเครือแบบนั้น
Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an adeptus.
ก็เป็นเซียนแหละดูจากข้อมูล
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
อาจจะมีปีกหรือก็ว่ามีเขาอะ
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the adepti looking like that.
ไม่น่าใช่
Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
นั่นเลย
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, One was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
เมากาวรู้แล้วนะ
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it.
Okay.
You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
เดินเผาแน่บอกเลย
And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However... Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Okay.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now.
ใช่
Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did you leave already?
ไปแล้วอ่ะไปแล้วไม่อยากโดนเผา ทำนองนี้ฝังก็ไม่ได้แล้วลำพำลำดำอะไร อ่านไม่ค่อยชัดปากเป็นแผล2 ที่โอ้มาแล้วจะแบตจะหมดฮึบโอเคมาถึงแล้ว
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh?
Hmm?
Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
แล้วมีธุระหรือเปล่า
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
ทั้งหมดเลยเหรอ
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
มา
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
I think that's fair to say.
มันจะดีเหรอ
So, all we have to do is get the traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
ไม่หลอกเองอ่ะ
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
มันแปลกไปหน่อยไหมอ่ะ
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there! Quick, swim to the very center!
แผลอะไรวะเนี่ยโอเคว่ายกลางสระว่ายน้ำโอเค
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
ถูกคุณ
What's going on?
เดี๋ยวทำไมคนนี้อ่ะ กดตายต้องเซียวเฉินเถอมาคู่เลย มาคู่เลย
Shenhe, and the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it. Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
ไม่ใช่ฉันอะ
Yeah, so this adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an
ก็
adeptus,
ไม่ใช่อ่ะ
as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
นั่นดิ
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
ต้องขอโทษด้วยทำให้เดือดร้อนนะ
Glad you're okay.
ไปหรอ
As far as I know, the one you seek is no yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
ไปแล้ว
As ever, the conqueror of demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
ใช่
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Larntern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like. Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However... Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last? Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler.
กันกับหม้อน้ำเหรอ
Maybe it was a gift from Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire. So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode. Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continue to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not.
น่าจะเขินนะ
It's a little difficult to keep track of everything. Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep.
ใช่
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
ดนตรีเหรอ
Music? What is that?
จะ
It's a kind of a happy or relaxing sound, or a nerve-wracking sound, or even a terrifying one.
จะโหลไปเนี่ย ไม่นานนะ
I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
โอเค ตามนั้น ไป
Take it easy. Yeah.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
เป็นไรวะเนี่ย
Paimon's got death!
ถูเนื้อแหละ
Oh, whew.
อ้าว
Deaf after all. Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
เสียงนกร้องเสียงน้ำไหลรินเสียงทำให้คนผ่อนคลายมันไม่ใช่ถึงหรออย่าพูดไม่จบนะ
Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
And a melody is?
กูต้องตอบอะไรอ่ะ ระหว่างการบีขอเพลงพูดว่าเกินเรียกสักทีให้เพื่อนเราเวงช้างเร็ว
Hey, don't you patronize Paimon. Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but Paimon does not sing on demand.
แต่ไม่ฉันต้องทำทุกอย่างที่เธอสั่งได้ไม่ทราบ
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
บอกว่าจะมีเฟอร์ฟาวเวอร์นะ สัญญา
Was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
ว่ะเพลงยูจิน
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot.
ถ้าใครเล่นตอนจบในเรื่องเฉินเหอยุนจีน่ะน่าจะเข้าใจแบบน่าจะอินกว่าคือผมเล่นจบมาปีแล้วอะนานแล้วแต่ก็เข้าใจได้ก็มันต่อกันได้เลยดีกว่า
When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
Okay.
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me.
ก็ได้นะ
I know some local folk songs. And a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. The little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops. The tunes of folk artists performing on the streets. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nanny and Leah probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, We're all the same.
We are the same. We are the same. อย่าใส่ประโยคอื่นแต่เดี๋ยวบิน
Good on you. You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses. But at the very least, Kuching and Shenna are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples. Thank you, everyone. Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Kuching as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste. You are too kind. I couldn't possibly. Nonsense. You are my friend.
Yeah.
I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can do some rest. Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist? Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
เคยฉีดคุณไม่กินหรอมั้ง
Who dares refer to one not by one's adeptus title, but merely
Liền
an
đâu.
illuminated bird?
Hot burp.
Master.
เอาจาน
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
เอามาแล้วจาน
There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she. Even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
รบกวนได้กันนะจ๊ะ
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Okay.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
อย่าเป็นไรนะจ๊ะ
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime. Thank you, everyone. Happy Larntern Rite to you too.
Shit. ไปนู่นเลยเหรอตรงนี้เหรอฮัลโหลสวัสดีครับเล่นอันนี้จบกันอันนี้นอกเรื่องได้แหละไอ 7K2 เขาวงกตอะผมเล่นอะไรวะไทโออาริสเอจีน่าไทโออาริสตัวท้ายเป็นหมิงแล้วก็เล่นในมือถือเล่นจบชั้น12แล้วคือเหลือ13 14 15ที่ยากกว่าชาวบ้านเขาอะแต่1 ถึง 12เล่นทีมนั้นทีมเดียวจบเลยคือตกงงมากส่วน13 14 15ไงก็ต้องไลฟ์ไปแล้วล่ะส่วนใช้ทีมไหนเดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากันโอเคขอมาในเรื่องนี้ต่อแล้วกัน
this? Quaily Plains?
นั่นสิไปรีเพลย์นะ
Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
นั่นสิ
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong. But have you ever heard of her?
พอได้มาว่างแหละ
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike.
14-15ยากโอเคยากไปละอ่านต่อแล้วกันเขาว่าคุยจงเป็นเทพอสูรแห่งทุเลฮาเอสเกตัสหรอนำความร่าเริงสดใสและชอบสิ่งประดิษฐ์สิ่งของและชอบกระครื้นโอเคครับต้องเล่นหน่อย ผมก็เล่นนะปั๊มตัวละครอยู่คือต้องทำกิจกรรมอ่ะ
Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table.
พื้นที่แห่งนี้เป็นสถานที่คึกคักในเวลานั้นกุยจงมักเชิญเพื่อนมาเป็นแขกที่บ้านและเชิญทุกคนมากันล้อมโต๊ะหินที่ใหญ่สุดที่นั่น
Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest
เจ้าพระคาราเป็นคนแรกที่วางสมบัติไว้กับบนโต๊ะ
He could be quite the bragger.
พูดถึงเขาแล้วเขาอ่อนโยนแต่พูดพื้นที่เขาชอบเขาขี้โม้ตลอดเลย
He was so fond of. He always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's
เจ้าพระคาราล่ะ
what Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival.
เป็นเพื่อนและผู้กับ
One
เก่า
of many memories of him.
เขารู้จักกันมานานนะ
Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations.
ต่างเป็นกลุ่มใจคือแข่งกันขิงอ่ะ
As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Sea Gazer.
เหล่าเซียนก็มีความสามารถอยู่แล้วจึงไม่แปลกที่จะยโสหังเพราะนั้นข้ากับเจ้าพระคาราจึงแข่งกันไม่เลิก
His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
สมบัติของเขาไม่สร้างขึ้นมือด้วยตัวเองเขาเก่งในด้านการตามหาสมบัติแต่กับข้าที่ลงทำมือลงทำด้วยตัวเองอ๋อ
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
แบบไหนอ่ะ
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
แล้วก็ไม่เคยเรียกเขาว่าเสียงนักว่าผู้หญิงคนนั้นเลยใจแค่นั้นสิ
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring delectable dishes to the table.
เทพเป็นต่อไฟสปอยดีปะไม่เลยถ้าใครเล่นมูนเชนอ่ะก็จะรู้ว่าเทพเป็นต่อไฟเป็นใคร
Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
แก้วเหลี่ยมเหรอต้องเป็นแก้วเหลี่ยมน่าใช้ยากเลย
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter.
ฝีมือการเทพต่อไปแม้แต่ข้าเองก็ยังไม่พลาดผิดพลาดหลังจบงานเลี้ยงกุยจงมักจะหาเรื่องนู่นนี่มาพูดไว้เยินแล้วก็สร้างเสียงหัวเราะต่อเนื่อง
Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end.
พวกเราต่างดื่มเหล้าเลือดรสเฝ้าดูดวงอาทิตย์สู่ฟ้าและจันทราลับบนยอดเขาสูงสุดท้ายณเวลาหนึ่งงานเลี้ยงก็สิ้นสุดลง
Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
เจ้าขับขานล่องนักคราเจ้าล่องนักครามักชมดอกไม้ของกุยจงเสมอแต่เวลานั้นกลาสลิลลี่บานสะพรั่งตั้งแต่ตอนนี้ทอดยาวไปถึงเป็นทะเลดอกไม้
Streetward Rambler?
เจ้าขับขานล่องนักคาราเหรอ
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
ฮะ
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong?
กุยจงท่านนั้นเขา
Already...
มาดามปิงเหรอ
Long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning.
Oh.
No matter, one will share the whole story with you now.
คัดซีนแน่เลยมา
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's obscuro vopus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, All that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many Larntern Rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhang were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted.
ก็ introvert นะ
But
เข้า
in
ใจ
the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhang was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhang's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
cleansing bell
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell?
นั่นสิ
And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision.
จังลี่ลืมกระติ่งจำไม่ได้ว่ามันอยู่ในบทดีเย่เปล่าแต่น่าใช่มั้ง
After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhang composed on it.
เป็นเพลงที่กุยจงแต่งขึ้น
The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhang's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition.
เคยขัดแย้งในด้านดนตรีแต่ใครจะคิดว่าเมื่อกุยจงจากไปแล้วอย่ามาดามปิงบรรเลงเพลงเพื่อว่าอะไรเพลงทั้งสองที่แต่งขึ้นจากความหมายกลายเป็นเพลงที่ค่อยผสมผสานเข้าด้วยกันได้
Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhang passed, She preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither.
เมื่อก่อนเป็นสายบันเทิงแต่พอกุยจองจากไปนางก็ไม่ได้คบค้ากับเพื่อนฝูงนางเอาแต่อยู่คนเดียวย้อนว่าเขาแล้วก็คุ้นคิดแล้วก็รำพึงถึงเพลงของนาง
Music would go from mournful to soothing
เศร้า
to
โศกโล่งใจ
passionate.
หรือบางทีก็เดือดดาล
Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to our satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once.
อ๋อเคยแต่งเพลงได้เพลงหนึ่งเป็นดนตรีที่ดังไปถึงหมู่เมฆเพื่อเฉลิมฉลองแต่ได้ยินแค่ครั้งเดียว
Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetwood Rambler.
น่าใช่แหละ
If she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
นั่นสิทำไมแค่ครั้งเดียวเอง
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said,
พูดว่า
though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?
สายพินยังไม่ขาดแต่สายรู้ใจกับตายจากไปแล้วเจ้ามาวนเจ้าบอกข้าสิว่าข้าจะบรรเลงเพลงนี้ให้ใครฟังได้อีกบทเพลงที่ไม่มีใครฟังไม่ใช่ดิบทเพลงที่คนฟังหายไปตลอดกาล
Aww, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
เคยเจอแต่ไม่ได้เรื่องราว
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories too would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth, that the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
ว่าแต่ต้องพูดยังไงอะเรารู้จุดหมายแล้วว่าคือมันนำปีนะแต่
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
เดี๋ยวจะเป็นกายแบบเหมือนโศกเศร้าซ้ำสองก็ไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
ความเป็นส่วนตัวเหรอ
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this.
นั่นสิ
Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder.
ในคนเขาสูญเสียเซียนหญิงผู้หนึ่งแต่ขณะเดียวกันก็มีผู้อาวุโสปรากฏในโลกมนุษย์เพิ่มอีกหนึ่งคน
No loss can ever be
แม้จะสูญ
undone.
เสียแต่ก็ยังรับได้
There's
อะ
always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on. because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
ประโยคนี้โคตรถูกเลยไม่จะเป็นเรื่องน่าเศร้าที่สูญเสียเพื่อนรู้ใจแต่ชีวิตต้องดำเนินต่อไปหนทางข้างหน้าจะต้องมีเพื่อนใหม่ๆย่อยรออีกฝ่ายอยู่อีกอย่างแน่นอน
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite.
นั่นสิเราเคยถามว่าเพิ่มดนตรีรายการนี้ปะ
When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
นั่นสิลองชวนดูได้ไหม
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us?
จะไปได้ปะล่ะ
It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
ถ้าเจอได้ก็ไปได้ทุกเมื่อ
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
ถ้าพูดนี้ก็ไม่ได้ถูกนะทุกวันทุกเวลาแต่ละเดือนแต่ละปีล้วนแตกต่างกันทั้งสิ้นเรื่องหลายอย่างก็ไม่ควรเอาคอยเท่าอย่างนั้นเพื่อนางเลยนะ
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well.
ก็ได้
Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
เฮ้ยหัวงอก
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili assembly, now the Guili plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
อาจจะเป็นไปได้นะ
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
อ้าว
What? Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
โอเคไปจริงกันนะไปถึงเวลาเจรจาหรือพิจารณาเจรจาแหละไปมาปิงกันนี่มาแล้วหน่อยมาแล้ว
Whoa, Madame Ping and Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
เอาว่ามานะ
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madame Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
ช่วยหน่อยนะ
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
ใช่ลาไป
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
ใช่
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
นั่น
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Larntern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
ไปรัสเรียเบอร์อื่น
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential, with the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal.
She always had a way with words.
เพื่อเก่งจริง
That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today,
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
ก็ผ่านมาได้เยอะนี่นะ
of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music!
ใช่ดนตรี
We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then?
นั่นสิ
Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
As much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did. And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody.
แบบไม่เล่นนานอะ
There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days.
just like before.
No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Larntern Rite stage to the youth of today.
ก็นางก็ไม่ได้ไปอะนะ
Well, if you're sure.
Granny!
Oh.
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No. Everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Larntern Rite, everyone.
สุขสันต์เทศกาลอะไรจ้ะ
Happy Larntern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Okay.
Huh? Does it have to be right now?
เคลียร์ด้านไหนวะ
Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Okay.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
Yeah.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
เมื่อบรรเลงเพลงดังขึ้นน่าอาจจะเป็นฝนฝุลีนับหมื่นนับพันของท่าเรือเย่คอยมองดูความเจริญรุ่งเรืองในปัจจุบันจากพื้นดินและฟ้าพร้อมยิ้มร่าเริงดูที่ไหนทั้งแห่งละมั้ง
Alright, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
คือผมเห็นกัดซีนและไอ้ลีเย่ตอนท้ายสุดมัน4 นาทีกว่าขอดูไฟล์ก่อนขอเวลาสักครู่ไฟล์น่าจะได้อยู่แหละแล้วก็ดีเลย์สักนิดหนึ่งโอเคไฟล์โอเคอยู่
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
คุยกัน
Ping, what say you to convening more often in the future?
That would be quite wonderful. But I must say, after all this time, I've grown quite accustomed to the harbor. When we are to meet, I shall have to trouble you to make the journey to the city.
You sound just like Shenhe. The child is constantly telling one all sorts of stories from the city, as if one was partial to them.
Have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud Retainer? There are plenty of people here to talk to. I think you would find it quite the antidote to the monotony of solitude. As you looked around, I suspect you would find some young minds with an interest in the mechanical arts. Some of them even worth training.
ก็ให้เขี่ยกัน
Shall see.
แต่อย่างเดียวคือมาดามปิงเหมือนจะมันเล่นมานานแล้วล่ะก็เลยรู้สึกแบบยังไม่ช่ำฉะนั้นมันก็มีอยู่คนเดียวที่มันเล่นพินได้อะ ถ้าใครดูเทรลเลอร์ก็น่าจะรู้นะ
Next on the agenda.
เดี๋ยวขอเวลาสักครู่ใครมาเนี่ยโอเค instant replay ทำไมจะหายังไม่อนุญาตเชียเดี๋ยวค่อยเปิดสเตปแบบโอเคเดี๋ยวดูไฟล์ก่อนเก็บฟิลเตอร์แกลเลอรี่มันจะช้าๆหน่อยอะ
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
โอเคน่าจะได้แล้วเสร็จแล้วขึ้น Devil check let's go เราเจอแล้วอยู่กับดอมแมวนี่เองปึ๊บ
Mr. Dvorak!
Oh.
And Kuchin's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
ใช่แล้วผมได้จ้ะ
Are you serious?
เราจะพูดถึงไอ้นักเสียงภาคคนนี้เลยปะเดี๋ยวค่อยก่อนเลยกันบอกเรื่องเล่าต้นสายรายละเอียดให้ฟัง
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all.
เนี่ยไม่ได้แก่ง่ายนะ
Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
ใช่
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious?
จริงดิ
Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
นะใจเย็นนะ
Okay, all right. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
จ้ะต่อไม่ดีล่ะมีเสียงก่อน ลงไปซะละ
He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet.
เศร้าแล้วก็ถึงมีความสุขแล้วก็เคลิ้ม
And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts.
ดนตรีความทรงจำในใจผู้คนมันสามารถเชื่อมโยงความรู้สึกทั้งมวลในการเวลาต่างๆได้ประมาณนั้นบ้างก็ประมาณนั้นแหละ
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
นั่นสิ
Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite จ้ะ
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something.
พินสือ
Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot!
อ๋อแตกอะไรสักอย่าง
Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots.
แตกอะไรหน่อไม้ที่แตกหน่อเหรอ
Zhang Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked him by himself.
รีบไปนะ
Let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
โอเคถอยกันกลับใหม่ลืมไปเลยเนี่ยไปไหนก็ไม่รู้เยอะแยะมากมายไปถอยกันกลับใหม่
Unleash, manifest.
อ๋อหนอโอ้มีทั้งยุนจินถูต่อแล้วก็เส้นเหยียนนี่ yeah นี่
Oh.
เพลงคุณจังไหม
All right. Let's here.
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor?
นั่นสิ
In broad daylight? Okay.
นั่นแหละ
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible
ผู้ชมที่มองไม่เห็นนั่นแหละ
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chords, and Yunjin as our mentor, We'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Oh.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. When you say flames roaring, are you sure this'll be safe?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
แต่เจอคนนั้น
Oh,
ปะ
Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
Yeah.
Jump scares.
จำตะแกด้วยนะ
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
โอเคหูรอนะ
When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses.
Okay.
You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to
มี
throw
ใส่
a
ได้
party.
โอเค
Okay, everyone. I think that's a long enough break. Let's take it from the top, shall we? Ms. Yoon is such a strict mentor. These breaks aren't even long enough to have a sip of tea. Well, you were desperate to get involved, and this is what it takes. If I gave you half the chance, you'd be sipping tea till nightfall.
Hey, how about I treat us all to some late night snacks once we're done? Hu Tao, what you craving?
How about some stir-fried filet with a side of crab roe tofu?
Where are we gonna
ก็
find
จะ
crab roe
ปูได้ที่
tofu
ไหน
so
นะ
late at night?
We could always just go pester
Chef,ช่วยดิ
Masterful Chef Zhongling. Now I'm hungry. All right, let's knock this out and then go grab some food.
โอเคก็ประมาณนี้ไปกลับไปที่เดิมกลับไปหาปูว่าแต่ขอไอ้ของอยู่ไหนวะนี่หน่อไม้แตกหน่อในบ้านด้วยกันหน่อไม้ที่ปลูกในว่านชินเชียก็ส่งกลิ่นหอมสดใหม่และเย้ายวนไปทุกสถานที่เป็นวัตถุดิบที่หายากและล้ำค่านี่ไม่ไปแล้วไปละ โอ้เจอ2 เจ้าเลยฮะแล้วก็หม้อไฟอีก1
Paimon sees them! It's
เส้นกว้างหมายเลข 1เส้นกว้างหมายเลข 2
A familiar face. Have you come from the
เจ้าดาวตะวันจันฉาย
How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Moon Carver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing.
perfect มาก ก็ทำอาหารไปเลย
Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow
เตา
cooked
ไฟ
for
อ่อ
many
นๆ ใช้
hours
พลัง
on low
เซียน
heat. Using
เพื่อ
a
ความเร็วใน
depth's
การ
arts
ปรุง
to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism.
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
ยืมมาหน่อยนะ
Can we not just call it a cooking machine?
เอาเถอะ
Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing her name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yeah.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us.
ประโยชน์นี้ดีว่ะคือความคิดถึงได้เว้ยแต่ต้องไม่ทำร้ายปัจจุบันการเดินทางในโลกล่าถือเป็นการเก็บเกี่ยวอย่างหนึ่ง
When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
แน่นอนครับ
Zhongli, Huta told us to tell you something. She said it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Larntern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
ได้จ้ะนี่ส้มหน่อไม้หอมกระเรินกินไม่ได้นะ แต่เก็บไว้ได้ปรุงขึ้นโดยกลไกทำอาหารมาจานจงหลีให้คะแนนอาหารจานนี้ว่าสีเข้มข้นกลิ่นหอมกลมกล่อมหนึ่งในวัตถุดิบที่สำคัญคือหน่อไม้ที่ตัดหน่อซึ่งหาได้ยากยิ่งด้วยเหตุผลหลายประการนี้ทำให้คุณค่าในการรึกถึงจึงสูงเกินกว่าที่จะเป็นอาหารในเมื่อเป็นอาหารที่ถือเซียนสร้างสรรค์ขึ้นถ้าให้วางในกระเป๋าก็คงไม่แสบ กระเป๋าใหญ่ไม่เป็นไรหรอกวงการปลูกผากับดับจันทวันฉาย
Had one known that Cloud Retainer was in possession of such eminently useful devices, one would have sought to borrow one from her long ago.
And yet, since you share my lack of enthusiasm for mechanisms and fine dining, it would have become a mere decorative ornament in your abode.
ทีนี้อยากยืมใช้ไอเนี่ยเฟอร์นิเจอร์นะ
Not so. Had one had such a device to make up for one's lack of culinary prowess, Shenhe would not have had to rely on flowers and herbs alone for sustenance, while under one's care.
In that case, shall we rendezvous with Cloud Retainer and request to borrow one more supreme cuisine machine?
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
ยืมหม้อหน่อยนะไม่โดนมันเท็กเจอร์ลอยเถอะก็ปูนะ
I intend to reminisce with my old friends for a while longer. You ought to get back to Liyue Harbor. There is a performance you do not want to miss.
เรื่องการแสดงปูอาจจะไม่ได้ไปดูแต่เรื่องโต๊ะกินข้าวรวมกันต้องไปโอเคไม่เป็นไรจ้ะแฮปฟันจ้ะ ดีกว่าเนี่ยแสดงน่าจะเริ่มละโอ้คัสซีนเลยว่ะ
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hintao, and this is a little something called...
The Flame Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch it set, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Oh.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen, that must be Madame Ping!
ครับ ว้าว
So lively. This is how a festival should be.
มาคุยกันก่อนสิ
Okay, now I need to get a move on and write my next song.
Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already?
Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you?
You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound?
ต้องไปแสวงเซียนเหรอ
Oh man! Yeah, I can already picture it.
I've also got just the finishing line for it. I'll close with, and the celestial melody echoed through the clouds forevermore.
โอเคมันน่าจะมีที่ไหนสักที่บ้างโอ้เอาอีกคนหนึ่งอย่างไรเฮ้ยเท่าบักซะแล้ว
Lanterns are burning even brighter this year.
Please take a seat.
Oh.
Magnificent! Absolutely magnificent. Yes. When I heard the music coming from up in the clouds, I was so stunned I could barely think or move. I felt like it had a special kind of hold over me. Or maybe it was the adeptal power within the music. And the ensemble at the end was truly sublime. I felt like I would have started to cry if I hadn't been one of the performers on the stage. Magnificent! Absolutely magnificent. I've already given her my thanks in person. This is what she said. It is only natural to lend a hand when we see someone in distress. The wonderful music you brought to Liyue is worth far more than gratitude. Truly, I felt so honored. But I've also made a decision for myself. I will strive to create even more wonderful, original music for this era.
Okay.
Magnificent! This is what she's truly, but I've also made a...
โทษผิดอันOh.
Magnificent! Absolutely.
กดผิดแล้ว
This is what she said. Truly, but I've also made a... Magnificent! Well, Ningwang, the Tianquan of the Liyue Qixing, has invited me to visit her again at Yujing Terrace to discuss a long-term collaboration plan.
แผนระยะยาว
I do hope everything goes well and that we have more opportunities to collaborate in the future. The next time we have another performance, you'll have to come. I will save the best seat for you.
Okay.
Magnificent! We couldn't have accomplished all this without you. Please accept my most heartfelt thanks again.
Thank you. Để đó. Bỏ ngu ba. Mỏ bọt ba เลย เอ้ยไม่ใช่ น่าจะไม่หายแหละขอลาเป็นแป๊บนึงปีนไม่ถึงเว้ยโอเคถึงละมอไปจูเล็กกิกี้
The Larntern Rite celebrations are getting better by the year. Such wonderful music.
Dr. Baiju, I've brought the herbs. Who are they for?
The singers.
นักร้องอ่ะ
Performing at a music festival is very demanding. Using these herbs in good time will protect their voices from damage.
Oh, that's why you were preparing them all night.
I dared not neglect the Yuheng's request. Her messenger was quite insistent that it should take top priority. Let me double check again. This one is for...
โอเคเหลือแค่หมองูไว้นะที่ยังไม่มามีตรงไหนอีกอะปัญหาคือมันต้องหาใครวะที่เหลือมาอยู่ไหนกันบ้างอะไม่มีหาก่อนไม่ใช่ของการใหม่ไม่มีและเชฟเมาไม่มีฝั่งนี้ไม่น่ามีไม่น่ามีใครอยู่แถวนี้ไม่น่านะไม่ได้เขาสร้างเสร็จดีกว่า TTA เลย
Take it easy.
หาไม่เจอไม่ต้องไปถอยการกันใหม่ละเอ๊ะดูที่ว่ารีสปอนไหนเปล่าไม่มีHi there ไปละธนาคารมีไหมอันนี้เจอแล้ว Hi
And with that, the fate of the
ไม่น่ามีงั้นก็ไปด้านบนสุดใช่ปะไหนมียาก็ไม่น่าจะมีฟีนตีนแตกจัดๆอ่ะเป็นเรื่องที่โอเคอ่ะคือก็ตามมาตรฐานส่วนคัตซีนชอบเลนทไลท์2มากกว่าไม่มีว่ะขอเก็บนะเดี๋ยวก็เกิดไปอีก2 วันน่าจะไม่มีแล้วมั้งหาไม่เจอแล้วใบดองแล้ว2 ดอกจ้าพี่อันนี้ชอบสั่งอาหารใช่ไม่มีหรอหาไม่เจอเลย
Take it easy.
หาไม่เจอหาทั่วแล้วไปลองขึ้น7 จัมเบอร์ดูไม่น่าเจอใครมีเรื่องจันขายเปล่าอุ้ยโทษ
It's raining again? This isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
เดี๋ยวดูก่อน ending มีอะไรบ้างมีคนเห็นทำไมวะโอเคผมเจอแล้วต้องดูตรงนี้ไม่มีเขาบอกว่าเขาอยู่ตรงเนี้ยมีเดวอเช็คไปเจียวไม่ใช่เจียวไปจูกับกิกกี้ยืนจินเซจียันหลวนยาวยันเฟยแล้วก็หูเต่าอยู่หมู่บ้านนี้เก็บอาร์ติแฟกต์แป๊บหนึ่งคุณยายสวัสดีครับนี่อยู่นี่เองน้องหยอ
happy, and all the
โอ้
grandmas
ทำได้เยอะเลย
in Chingsa village had a great time too.
เกี่ยวกับหมู่บ้าน
You mean, what am I doing here? Well, just now, I did a performance for everyone. Although I can't play an instrument anywhere near as well as Master, I can still sing. Even Granny Roshin said I did a great job. She also gave me some candies. I'm so happy. And all the grandmas and grandpas in Chingsa village had a great time too.
อาจารย์ล่ะ
Masters told me a lot of stories about the Adepti.
อ๋อเจอแค่เหยาๆกับหยาดเฟยหูเต่าไม่เจออ๋อเล่าอดีตของเทพเซียน
There was Skybracer with the giant deer horns, and Sea Gazer who loved to collect treasure. Sometimes Master talks and talks for a long time until her voice starts to sound sad. But then she always breaks into a smile again and tells me all of the things each of them loved best about Liyue. I love everything about Liyue.
Yeah.
Some of the Adepti are gone now, but it's okay, because I'm gonna help take care of everyone in their stead.
แล้ว
I'm so happy. And I'm happy that Mr. Dvorak found the fairy lady from his story. And I'm also happy that it turned out it was Master all along. Also, I helped out this time too, didn't I? So that means I was paying homage to my master?
ใช่
Oh, also, Mr. Dvorak got one of his friends to bring me a toy from Fontaine. I like it a lot. At first, I didn't know whether I was supposed to accept it or not, but then Master said it was okay, so I did.
อันท้าย
So happy, and all the grandmas and grandpas in Chingsa village had a great time too.
มีแค่3 ที่โอเคเจอกันนะ
See you. Make sure you take good care of Paimon. Oh, and please come play with me if you ever have the time.
ขอแฮงเอาท์ครับแค่แหละ แฮงเอาท์ได้เล่นแน่นอนโอ้มาดาวอยู่นี่ได้ไงว้ามาหรอจานดองไม่ใช่
Granny, you play so beautifully. Do you think you could teach me?
Oh, child, you simply never stop, do you? This festival is a rare chance to rest and relax. But here you are pestering me to teach you this, that, and the other.
Don't worry, Granny. I'm a fast learner. And anyway, the sooner I start learning, the sooner we'll be able to perform a duet together. A musical duo is only as good as its weakest link. So you gotta teach me all your secrets, okay?
All right. Well, you can start by making me some more tea and leaving it to cool on the side.
Sure, Granny.
คำถามต่อๆสุดนะครับแมนตีมอยู่ไหนวะสัตว์ เฮ้ยเอเฮอยู่ไหนอะไม่มีว่ะเวรกรรมว่าจะช่างแม่งเทเลอร์หลอกเกอร์เราลองเปรียบเทียบในเรื่องผมแยก2 ส่วนแล้วกันระหว่างเนื้อเรื่องกับคัตซีนถ้าเนื้อเรื่องอ่ะอันนี้ดีสุด ถ้าเป็นเรื่องราวอ่ะผมตอนนี้คือโอเคสุดเพราะมันเล่าเรื่องของมาดามปิงนี่เลยเมนหลักตัวเลเทนไลท์แรกเรื่องของเซียวเฉยๆกับคนในหมู่บ้านเรื่องที่2เรื่องของหน่อแมวก็เฉยๆแต่เรื่องนี้โอเคสุดก็เลี้ยงก็เลเทนไลท์3ถ้าเนื้อเรื่องนะเลเทนไลท์3 2 1อ่ะส่วนคัตซีน ไม่รู้ว่าเพลงไม่ตรงหรือว่าเวลาร้องมันเวลาไปร้องมันแกอะไรอยู่แต่ของเลนทันไลท์2ดีกว่าถ้าเรียนตามหลักก็เลนทันไลท์2เลนทันไลท์3แล้วก็เลนทันไลท์1คือคัสซีนเลนทันไลท์2มันอิมแพคกว่า
Manifest obey
ตามทำอะไรต่อดีอ่ะ2:38แล้วอ๋อเล่นนี้ดีกว่าโอ้กุยจงเอ๊ะมันนำปิงไม่ใช่หรอเริ่มแรกก็คิดไม่ออกตอบตีมอนเพราะว่าก็หน้าที่เยอะหลายนะก็ไปเคลียร์มอนต่างๆตามพื้นที่ส่วนเซียก็เหมือนเดิมก็ต่างคนต่างแยกทำงานเล่นชาร์จไฟฟ้าบ้างดีกว่าไม่เล่นนานชาร์จไฟฟ้า
Come with me.
นี่แล้วกัน
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Want to take my hammer? Want to take to my hammer? Another test subject. Suffocate.
Power that ended Haishan.
Suffocate.
จุดพบไป1 ทีก็จะทิ้งไม่ได้แย่จังไปแล้วเนี่ยแคทซึมเหรอใช่ลำแจ็คพริกวอลเล่ไปแคทซึมจริงด้วยต้องบ่อน้ำนี้ยังไม่ได้ไปตรงนี้มันกว้างๆแล้วก็โล่งก็เลยยังไม่ได้สำรวจ
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
To ashes.
Things are about to get dicey.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
โอ้แคสเซิลเวอร์เนี่ยโอ้ว้าวฮึบ
Let night fall!
Adept beckon.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Power that ended Haishan.
Okay, เรียบร้อยไม่กับทะเลทราย ฮึโอ้โคตรชันwhat โอ้โห ก็มาแล้วมาเปิดประเด็นดีกว่า
By royal decree,
Another
Things are about to get dicey. To ashes!
Mind the deluge. Be still. Oh, so you collect these?
คุณสะสมนี้หรอ ใช่จ้ะใช่จ้ะฉันสะสมวันนี้จ้ะหาพิมพ์ว่าเจมเพื่อไข่ก็ไปเรื่อยจ้ะตัวนี้ก่อนดีกว่าใกล้สุดลงละครกระดาษมาพร้อมแล้วเข้าผ่าใช้หนึ่งกระโดดได้มันลงเหวอ่ะลงแหละ แหมไม่น่าใช่ขออ่านใหม่ดิการพบการแสนนั้นพบผ่านและหลายคราอันนี้ประตูไปทางไหนวะ ไม่รู้ปุ๊บย้อนกลับไปเฉยตอนนี้ยี่บิงอยู่ลำพังโดดเดี่ยวโดดดายข้าจะกลับไปที่พำนักเรียนได้อย่างไรมันก็ชนพอดีสิ เดี๋ยวนะนึกก่อนหล่นแล้วก็ล่วงไม่ใช่เดี๋ยวนะวิธีแล้วลืมลืมพอได้เฉย ตอนโดดลงนี่เองตอนยี่บิงเรียบร้อยเฟ้นตามหาคนรักคลื่นชีวิตที่คอยเคียงคู่คอยซับน้ำตาเมื่อยามทุกข์ใจอยู่เคียงกันเพื่อบรรเทาคลายกังวลมาเสร็จแล้วแต่งเส้นเงินกันต่อมีกล่องยังไม่เก็บอยู่
Take it easy.
shoot ต้องโดดเอามาดีกว่าดูโอ้ยโอเคครับปีไปได้เด้อโทษ
Take it easy.
งดงิดความรักก็เลยคลักรวม 3,000 เล่นโซโล่กันจะได้จบด่านชื่อว่าคะแนนหนาผู้ตัวแรงเกิด500 กว่าเราต้องวางตรงนี้แหละจับคู่แล้วกันนะมา ด่านนั้นคือมันคืออะไรมันคืออะไรนั่นเรือใช่ไหมผมก็สงสัยแล้วเราไม่เน้นเก็บครับเอาตัวเย่ซะแล้วทางไปแล้วเฮ้ยอย่าไปยังอย่างกูอย่าไปเล่นอย่างกูไปแล้วไปอยู่แล้วตัวดูไอ้หนูตัวไอ้น้องตัวไปเลยน้องไม่ไปให้ละดูดโอ้โหอย่าตายอย่าตุยตัวนี้หมาเลยนะเจ็บลายจัดไป3,300แต้มเกินแน่นอนพอเล่นประมาณนี้พอดีกว่าง่วงแล้ว1,000ก็ยาวๆอ่ะโอเคใช้110เหลือ10เหลือดอกหนึ่งรู้สึกว่าเขาให้นี่มาน่าจะมีคนบ่นกันแหละ
to broaden the horizon. Hey!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Game's up. Time's over. Busted.
Escape. Kamisato up. Suiyu.
I summon thee! Oh, goodness gracious. Shadow Raven!
Be still.
รับรางวัลโอ้ได้สูงสุดด้วยชีวิตมีลาย เกมก่อนยังไม่ได้เลย ตัวชิ้นคนอื่นไม่เล่นตัวชิ้นไม่สร้างเลไลได้ขนาดแต่ท่านไม่เป็นไรไม่เหมือนก่อนอันนี้วันเท่าไหร่วะวันเสาร์
Now you shall perish! Don't be scared! Go get him, Yulei!
There is no escape. Absurd. Here comes the cat.
เต็มหมด
Gotcha. Take it easy.
อย่างนี้ต่อดีนะมีอันนี้แล้วมาก็มีอยู่หน้านี้แล้วไม่ช่างมันเถอะ
Shine down.
That's close enough.
Game's up. Time's over.
Coming, Sato on. Suyu, be still. Following it.
ไปนี้ต่อไปนี้ต่อทำเควสเสร็จ
Take it easy.
What's one more opponent?
Things are about to get dicey.
Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
ไม่คืนพลังงานเลยโตคืนมานิดเดียวโอ้ปู่ด้วยนี่หว่าไม่มีแล้วโอเคจะเบิดระเบิดหมดอะ
Game's up. Time's over.
Coming, Sato on.
See you.
Be still.
There is no escape.
Stay put. Yes, yes.
หลีเย่หลีเย่ ไม่มีเสียงอยู่แค่เนี่ยไม่มีเสียงคำพูด
Huh? This is the do you always eat this kind of stuff? Stay put! Uglay, you're up! Ouch! That hurt real bad! Ouch! Sorry, Spear. Getting hit. Come to Yao Yao. Life is a gift. Don't. Uh-oh. Gotta keep going. It's okay. I'm fine.
นี่พูดอะไรวะ
This
Main.
The insubordination. Allow me. Doth thou wish?
Mein Fräulein, should you fall?
This cruel fate befit.
Take it easy.
Illusion shattered. Don't be scared. Torn to oblivion.
Here comes the catch.
Be still.
Hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
Quietly now.
The depths beckon. Cascade.
Stay put. Hey, go away.
Okay, พอละปิดเกมดีกว่าก็มีเท่านี้แหละเกนชินแพ็กเดี๋ยวคนที่เข้ามาร่วมนะครับ ก็จะปิดไลน์แล้วก็เคลียร์ทุกอย่างประจำวันเสร็จแล้วน่าจะได้อันนี้ก็รอนี่ก็ล็อกอินไปเรื่อยไปตั้มไม่เล่นจะไปทิ้งง่ายกว่าต้องไปปิดตรงนั้นสิปิดตรงนี้ไม่ได้ปิดตรงนี้ เป็นอย่างนี้แหละไปโอเคถ้าในเรื่องคือโอเคสุดตัวมันเล่าแหละมันเล่าความหลังอ่ะมันไม่ได้เล่างออ่ะ ใช่คำนี้บอกว่าตัวชอบตอนได้แบบความหลังอะไรพวกนี้ดีกว่ามาก็พวกนี้จะมีเซเว่นไหนเขาวงกด13-15เพราะว่า11-12ผ่านแล้วก็ประมาณนี้แหละว่าแล้วต้องเคลียร์ล้างจานอาบน้ำแล้วก็นอนเพราะถือว่านอนน้อยเหลือเกินโอเคไปแล้วสวัสดีครับ
Game's up. Come, Silva.